As human beings, we have always been explorers. Each of us, from when we were very young, explored the world around us, as small or as large as it might be. Not being scared to put things in our mouths and our noses, to touch things, to try and get to the boundaries of our world. As human beings, we've been explorers forever. We've built telescopes so that we could see the stars, and spaceships so that we could go to other planets. And we've built microscopes so that we can look into atoms, inside an atom, and yes, even into viruses. We explore. It's what makes us who we are as humans. COVID has taught us how much we need exploration. Yes, we need the exploration of scientists, those scientists and medical specialists who've been able to understand and to begin to respond to the COVID virus with vaccinations. But we've also need explorers in other areas. We've needed journalists who've been able to explore the truth and to help us to differentiate between conspiracy theories and fake news and what's true. We need politicians who are able to explore new ways of engaging with society and with community. We need explorers in the entertainment world. For many of us, part of what has got us through lockdown has been entertainment, Netflix and even YouTube and TikTok videos that have kept our spirits up and kept us going. And of course, in education, we have needed teachers and educators who've been able to explore new ways of teaching, new ways of helping us to learn. We're always exploring. Whatever the profession, whatever the career, there's always something new to learn, something more to do. As we look ahead into the next 10 years, as you look ahead now at your next steps maybe in studies and at the career that might follow after that, maybe that exploration looks a little bit scary at the moment. The 2020s are going to be a remarkable era of innovation and advancement in human society, driven mainly by the fourth industrial revolution and the shifts that are taking place in our use of machines and automation, the digital revolution. It's not just a revolution of robots or a revolution of digital. It is really a revolution of automation. And in fact, in some of those professions I've talked about, like doctors and teachers and accountants and lawyers and engineers, many of the professions that maybe some of you are thinking about, robotic automation, or more accurately, the automation of algorithms and the advancement of artificial intelligence and predictive analytics and big data. These things maybe have a scary edge to them because the careers that many of you might be thinking of might not exist by the time you get there. And yet, I'm not scared. I'm not scared for the future. Do you know why? I'm not scared because machines don't explore. Yes, it's true. Machines are going to be able to do a lot of the things that are done by people today. In medical science, we're going to see dramatic advances in machines doing surgery, for example, and doing keyhole surgery and fine laser surgery way better than any human being could do. But that's not the only thing that doctors do. In the accounting and auditing profession, that's where I started life as a trainee accountant and auditor. Yes, there are a lot of places there that we are going to see algorithms and machines take over. We don't need human beings to manage our books for us or to do our accounts. And maybe an audit will be better done by a machine that doesn't make mistakes, a machine that can't be bribed, and a machine that doesn't have to take the evening off or take any holidays, that can work 24/7. The same might be true in the legal profession. Certain parts of the legal profession, from conveyancing to discovery, are also going to be automated over the next few years. And yes, that will change those professions. That will change our world. Just as actual robots coming into factories and onto construction sites will change our need for the physical labor that many people now provide. But I'm not scared for the future. I'm not scared that we are going to see a whole lot of people made redundant, because these sort of advances have happened in history before. And the result has been more employment, not in the space that machines have come into, but in other areas of human endeavor. And for you particularly, my message today is this: machines don't explore. Machines do what they are told to do. Machines are very good at doing exactly what they're told to do. But machines are not curious. Machines don't think about things. Machines don't seek out new ways of doing things. Yes, of course, with artificial intelligence and machine learning, maybe sometime in the future they will, but not now. We are the explorers. And so as you consider your next steps, as you consider what the 2020s and beyond hold for you, I ask you to do 3 things for me, please. Just 3 things to set yourself up. The first is explore. No matter what your chosen next step is, and no matter what your profession is that you're working towards, go to the boundary, go to the frontier, go to the edge of where the knowledge is right now in that profession, and take one more step for us, please. Go beyond the edge. Push yourself beyond the boundary. Let me be practical here. Whatever profession it is that you might go into, partner with the machines. Look where the machines are coming into the profession, and don't be scared of that space. Run towards that space. Upgrade your technology skills. Teach yourself how to program in Python if you haven't done that yet. Not so that you can become a programmer, but that you can understand the language of the machines, so that you are the one in your profession, that you are the lawyer, the engineer, the accountant, the doctor, the surgeon, the vet, the teacher, the journalist, who understands the machines the most, who is the best person in your career to be working on the edge of the 4th Industrial Revolution. Take yourself to the edge and take one more step for us, please. The second thing that I ask you to do is to not go alone. There's that proverb, isn't there, that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. We don't want you to rush to the border. We don't want you to rush to that boundary, that edge, and then fall over it when you get there. We want you to go to the edge and take all of us with you. I don't think I have to tell you this, though. I think you know that you are where you are now because a whole lot of people have believed in you and have walked the journey with you. And so I don't probably need to tell you that that is how it's going to need to be for the rest of your career. You have a foundation of a network of people now who are invested in you. And many of those people will remain your network forever. But as you move into the next step and the step after that, continue to be deliberate and conscious in building your network, in building the group of people who go with you. And as you take your next steps, begin also to look behind you to see who you can bring with you. And even better, if you take them from behind you and ultimately are able to push them ahead of you, well, then you will have lived a great life. And the third thing I'd ask you to do is to enjoy the journey. Now, being an explorer can be exciting, can be fun, but it also can be scary. It can be perilous. You might fall over and then stand up and keep moving again. You might find certain parts of the journey really tough and hard. Life is tough and hard. Again, for many of you, I probably don't have to tell you this. So maybe enjoy the journey is not the right way to phrase the last thing I want to say to you. Maybe instead of saying have fun, enjoy it, I should say seek fulfillment. Being fulfilled, having a deep sense of knowing that you're in the right place, doing the right thing, is not about getting what you want. It's about wanting what you get. And you want what you get when you are intentional in life. When you don't let life happen to you, but you go out as an explorer and seek the horizon. And life will always be rushing after you, trying to catch up with you. And that is a good thing. We are explorers. We've always been explorers. We were designed to explore. And you have a remarkable universe opening up to you now. Go and explore it. I wish you all the best of success for this year, for this decade, and for everything that lies ahead. Go well.